Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids, and we have some news. An extra summoning event. I know, can you believe it? Another summoning event in Raid Shadow Legends. What a time to be alive. Is coming this weekend though. So we're gonna have the expected 2x chances from Void Shards. Obviously enough, it doubles the chance for legendary champions from Void Shards and epic champions from Void Shards. That is happening. We're also gonna have a 10x event at the same time. The 10x will be on Friday and Saturday, and it'll be over on Sunday if you want to pull in a 2x but don't want the 10x champion. The 10x champion is actually a very, very solid champion. It is none other than Leorius. That's right, Leorius the Proud, in fact. Excellent AoE nuker. Now, this is an interesting one because we are coming off the back of about a week ago. We had a 10x for Jorgid. Yesterday, we had a 10x for Taurus. Today, we have a 10x for Marishka. So if you are the sort of person pulling just for 10x voids, like if you're a late game player, you don't care about the epics, you don't care about 2x really, you're just pulling in 10x events with your Mercy timer. I've talked about this a lot before. I do feel like Jorgid and certainly Taurus are better than Leorius overall. Marishka, better overall. I doubt you would have any shards left to pull for Leorius. However, if you are like the majority of players in this game, especially the earlier mid-game players, even the sort of later game players that aren't quite endgame yet, pulling in 2x voids is probably the place where you're actually pulling your void shards because it's going to give you those key game-changing epics, and it still has a pretty good amount of legendaries coming from it as well. And you probably need basically all of the void legendaries anyway, so you might not mind too much as long as you get any, right? So yeah, it's a great event though. Look, if you get Leorius, you're going to be super happy. He comes in, he's got a double hitter AoE that makes him immune to all of these crowd control debuffs when the skill's not on cooldown. He has another AoE that can put out True Fear, that can get him polymorphed, so you build him with like no accuracy if possible. You can also put out the Weaken, so definitely no accuracy. He has a double hitter A1 with decreased defense. And yeah, then the great thing about him, this passive as well, gives him unkillable before he dies, which is great. And he does more damage the more HP he loses. So his baseline multipliers aren't crazy, but when his HP drops down and he starts hitting harder, he actually starts to hit incredibly, incredibly hard. I do believe he can farm Minotaur, Nightmare Campaign, all that sort of stuff very quickly as well. So yeah, he's just a great champion overall. Really, really strong. I would love to get Leorius. Honestly, I think for attack-based nukers, apart from, I think Rotos is better. I think Jorgid is better overall. But it's a different sort of champion, right? Leorius brings his own survivability with this passive and this. So that's sort of his advantage there. Now, what is interesting and what I would encourage you to check before pulling, right? Because you might be going, hey, nubkeks, nub raids. I am a free-to-play player. I'm going to pull on my shard, right? 2x voids with a 10x Leorius. Win, win. I'm going to go pull all my shards. Brilliant. The only thing to look out for, we are likely to hear actually about the new fusion probably tomorrow would be my guess. That's when I predicted it. This was my prepare for the next fusion now video. I did this 3 days ago, so you can go and check that out and watch it, where I break all of this down. But you can see here, this is the 2x Void event, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like I said, likely to hear about the new fusion tomorrow or Friday, probably tomorrow. And then it's very likely to start, and we should know this tomorrow as well, probably, but it's likely to start somewhere around 11th, so just over a week from now, right? What you need to watch out for, Summon Rush is almost definitely going to be the first big summoning event of that fusion. And for that Summon Rush, you are almost definitely going to need to rustle up 2,150 points, which is 4 Sacreds and 150 Green Shards, or about 17 Void Shards, and I can't remember how many Green Shards, a few. So I would really, really be prepared for that. That's one thing to watch out for. If you pull all of your Voids right here, and you've got no Sacred saved up either, and bam, you come to next Friday week, the 12th, right? And you're going, oh, I really want this fusion. Let's say it turns out to be a great fusion, but you pulled all your shards and you've got none left. How are you going to do the Summon Rush? And you might need to do the Summon Rush. Usually, this 2,150 points mark is not skippable. Nearly always you need to get it. The 5,000 points, hopefully it won't be that high, but that nearly always is skippable. Usually you can skip that. Though it can be good value to get it out of the way. I personally didn't think so because we're likely to have 2x Ancients after that. Yeah, bear it in mind. If you got a decent selection of shards, you are probably safe enough to pull your voids this weekend. If you got a few sacred saved up for Summon Rush, then use Ancients for Champion Chase. If you got a decent stockpile of shards, you should be okay. Again, watch this video and it will break down, roughly speaking, how many points you need, how many shards that's going to equate to. You can look back at my videos pulling for previous fusions and see like how many shards it took me and so on. But yeah, that's the one word of warning I would give. But other than that, this is a great event this weekend. Leorius is a great champion to have. 2x Voids is a great time to pull. Get some of those top tier epics. Get, hopefully, good luck with the legendaries. Personally, for me, I'm not going to pull. This is the other thing that I would say for if you are more late game. Now, I don't have enough Void shards. I will have to buy some if this happens. I do think there is a possibility that we could see a guaranteed event, possibly further on here, right? So, like, look at this. We've just had, here, bear this in mind, we've just had Jorgid, 10x Jorgid, 10x for Taurus, 10x Marishka, now 10x Leorius. They are hitting us. Boom, 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 boom. With 10x for guaranteed Void champions. Like, it's just crazy how much there is. Raid, guaranteed champions. Let me see these. Go over to Hell Hades here. Guaranteed champions. The last one was the end of March with Supreme Kale. But they had Chigor about a month, almost 2 months before. Then there was Eilil, again, about a month and a bit before. It's coming up, right? We're coming into the middle of May. So I could easily see them, middle of May, doing another guaranteed Void champion. So that's the other thing for you to be aware of. I would say, in particular, this weekend, or not this weekend, this clan versus clan right here, probably not personal reward clan versus clan, but I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked if they throw in, after all these crazy 10x events and the 2x voids, if they come in during clan versus clan, they might drop in a guaranteed during that. They might just do their regular 10x events during clan versus clan. They might just do that. They could drop in a guaranteed. This could maybe be a summon rush to guaranteed. I don't know. They don't often run them as much during fusions, but look, it's something to watch out for. It's something to be aware of if you care about guaranteed voids. I kind of do. I kind of like guaranteed champions quite a lot, so that's something I'll be considering. That's really more end game stuff, more late game, end game. If you're actually able to save up or buy that many void shards, 110, it's a crazy number. So for most of you, you're like, I don't care. I get it. I totally understand. But yeah, I'd be saying, hey, the 9th and the 10th. If I was Plarium, that's probably where I would put it, right after all these 10x events. And yeah, that's why I'm holding out myself. That's why I'm holding out, is because I feel like it might be quite a good guaranteed, seeing as they've had such good 10x events. You know, for the whales, the Krakens out there, they could easily come in. What champions might they do? Man, I called out Raka before, and I never did a guaranteed on her. I feel like Raka would be a decent one, where she's not like the best of the best. But for the Krakens, you know, looking forwards to gold in live arena, they might be going like, hey, you know what? Might be worth buying up a Raka, right? I just bought a bunch of shards for all of these 10x events. Been pulling for those. Got a bunch of nukers. Hey, you know what? Like, if Duchess gets picked away, I've got my new nukers now. I've got my Leorius. Man, having a tanky reviver here with increased attack, that actually might be pretty good. And like the cleanse and stuff. Maybe I should pull for Raka. So that would be my sort of bet, but who the heck knows, right? With Plarium, who knows what they might do? Let me know what you think. Do you have a prediction? I would be curious what you would predict. But look, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.